Okay, let's dive into this. Just imagine for a second. You upload a video, you hit publish, and bam, it just takes off. It climbs and climbs until it hits a staggering 1.6 million views. I mean, for most aspiring creators, hitting that 1 million mark is literally the ultimate dream, right? It feels like hitting the absolute jackpot.
So, I want you to take a second and really think about it. What does a 1.6 million view payout actually look like on YouTube for a 19-minute animation? Are we talking thousands of dollars, tens of thousands, enough to buy a sports car? Well, hold on to that number in your head, because the real answer we're about to reveal, it might completely shatter your expectations of how wealth is actually generated on the platform.
Here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll cover 1. The horror animation goldmine. 2. The high view mystery. 3. The Adobe Animate Advantage. 4. Auto Draw versus Adobe Animate. 5. The monetization multipliers. And 6. Your ultimate creator strategy.
Section 1. The horror animation goldmine. You know, the audience demand for scary animated stories is practically endless. For example, our source data shows a single video titled The Illusion of the Daba that generated over 150,000 hours of watch time. That's just astronomical. A lot of creators go crazy trying to hit YouTube's basic 4,000-hour monetization threshold, yet here's a single video clearing that almost 40 times over. But here's the absolutely critical takeaway for us today. A massive view count or massive watch time, it's essentially just a vanity metric if your back-end creation strategy isn't totally optimized for monetization.
Section 2. The high view mystery.
Now, what's really interesting is the hard financial dashboard data. Look at the channel Crazy Toon Hindi. They published a 19-minute video that raked in 1.6 million views, but the total revenue? Just $391? No way, right? Now look right below that. A student's channel published a 17-minute video that got 518,000 views, and their revenue? $327.
The disparity here is honestly shocking. The first channel literally had to generate more than 3 times the traffic just to earn a tiny bit more than the second channel. The student channel had a third of the views, yet made almost the exact same amount of cold, hard cash.
So, this brings up a massive question for anyone trying to build a career in digital media. Why in the world does a channel with nearly 1/3 the views have 3 times the earning power? What exactly is this student doing differently than the creator pulling in 1.6 million views? The video lengths are almost identical and the niche is exactly the same.
Section 3. The Adobe Animate Advantage. So the crucial point is, the answer to our mystery lies right there on the creator's hard drive. The channel with 1.6 million views, they were using basic auto draw tools. But the student channel with a much higher earning power, they were building everything in Adobe Animate CC. Our source emphasizes that professional software allows for advanced visual customization, and this higher quality output directly correlates to higher advertiser value. Basically, it boosts the RPM, which is how much money you make per 1,000 views.
To really prove the ceiling on this strategy, our source provided dashboard data from a third horror animation channel called Abilux Story. When a creator combines high views with this professional Adobe Animate workflow, the numbers absolutely explode. A single video on this channel hit 2 million views and earned a massive $961. Compare that to the mere $391 for 1.6 million views we saw a minute ago. That, my friends, is the compounding power of high views mixed with a high-value workflow.
Section 4. Auto Draw versus Adobe Animate.
If you rely on auto draw or basic web apps, yeah, it might seem easier at first, but you are locked into limited animation capabilities and basic visuals. Advertisers just pay less for this content, resulting in a super low RPM. On the flip side, Adobe Animate CC gives you advanced customization. You're controlling every single frame. This higher tier of production attracts much better ads, and as we saw in the data, it essentially grants you 3 times the earning potential for the exact same amount of views. It's a total game changer.
Section 5. The monetization multipliers.
Now, software is definitely the foundation, but to really boost your income, you need multipliers. First up, our source strongly recommends human voiceovers. Based on their dashboard experience, genuine human voices tend to generate slightly more dollars than AI voices, even if it costs a bit more time or money up front. Second, video length is absolutely critical. Instead of making 3 quick 5-minute videos, make one solid 15 to 20-minute video. YouTube heavily pushes impressions for longer animation content. And finally, storytelling is key. To quote our source directly,
Don't run behind watch time, run behind the story. Advanced animation is great and all, but what actually keeps people glued to their screens is suspense. You have to create these high points in your story, where the audience is desperately wondering, wait, what happens next? Hooking your viewers with real human emotion and suspense is way more critical than chasing technical perfection.
Section 6. Your ultimate creator strategy. And this brilliantly illustrates the long-term payoff for a student using Adobe Animate. In December, they made $422, but by April, they jumped all the way up, hitting a peak of $757 in a single month. To put that into perspective, that translates to roughly 70,000 Indian rupees. By learning the right software and applying these exact multipliers, this creator built a consistent, highly profitable monthly income.
So, let's wrap this up. Here's your definitive playbook based directly on the actual dashboard data. Number 1, avoid basic drawing apps if your ultimate goal is serious monetization. They just bottleneck your revenue. Number 2, invest the upfront time to actually learn professional tools like Adobe Animate CC. Number 3, prioritize quality over volume. Aim for 17 to 19-minute videos rather than rushing out short 5-minute clips. And finally, bring your stories to life with genuine human emotion in your voiceovers.
We've definitely seen the real numbers behind the animation curtain today. The choice for creators is pretty clear. So, what's it going to be? Will you chase empty views with basic tools, literally leaving money on the table? Or will you take the time to invest in the right software and storytelling techniques to build real, lasting financial value? Keep learning, keep analyzing that data, and we'll catch you in the next explainer.